Hello everyone, this is Raslazel with a Let's Build. Today we're going to be building that cabin. Now I always talk about floor plans, and there's an example of what I use. That is just a simple PNG grid image. If there's interest in it, I'll upload it somewhere for download. Now obviously I am recording this after the fact, the audio portion anyway. Yeah, that's just me checking the floor plan to make sure I'm doing right. But yeah, I've recorded most of this in fast forward. There are a few detail portions which will be running at normal speed, and you'll see them shortly. But yeah, in digging out the basement portion of this house, I actually found a rather large cave, and it's too bad it's in creative mode because that would normally be exactly the kind of thing I look for. So I might take the seed into survival and just play around with it a little bit. But this cabin is suited mostly for your kind of woodsy, foresty environments, taiga, standard forest, that kind of thing. And it looks great and very natural and very rustic in that kind of surrounding. But as you're going to see, and as is my style, I tend to take more traditional designs and then give them a modern twist and just really make them my own. And that's what's going to happen here as we build. But yes, as you can see, we're just putting together the basement walls and everything, and getting things started. Now, I do want to say about my other series, my vanilla Let's Play, I will eventually continue. I'm just kind of taking a break from that right now because I'm playing nothing but vanilla on the Xbox right now. And it's it's kind of got my attention for that sort of thing. For FarmyCraft, I've actually got another episode in the works as this is recording, or as I was recording this. I've got two portions of that a new episode ready, and I just have to record the end of it. But yeah, it's just life gets in the way, things come up. And that's just what happens. I'm hoping to get that finished today, and maybe get it uploaded tonight. So that would be lovely. And we're putting the walls up here, and I'm using the raw logs to give it more of a cabin look, really, because it that's the idea, just to make something a little rustic that fits in with the forest setting. And we're running around in a circle. But yeah, that's the reason I fast forwarded through all this, because originally the video was like 58 minutes, I think, and with the speeding up and all that, I've reduced it to 20. And I don't, because I didn't want to leave anything out, because this is a Let's Build video after all. And, I wanted to show every step, just maybe not in agonizing detail. Excuse me. But, yeah, we're picking out some windows here, and as I build, my mind tends to jump around quite a bit. Right there, I had just thought of putting the stairs in. To get up to the bedroom and go down to the basement. But yeah, as this is creative mode, you will want to light all this stuff up if you build this in survival, because it obviously mobs will spawn and bad things can happen there. But yeah, we're just installing the stairs. I always prefer stairs over ladders just because they look nicer, but they do take a little more planning. And especially since this house is kind of small and it's more of a starter house, really. We want to make them as compact as possible. So having the stairs to the bedroom above the stairs to the basement, really kind of save some space and just, I think it looks nice when I get it finished. Now, this is not the stairs completed because for some reason I came out here and decided to do the roof, or a part of the roof, and like I said, my mind just jumps around. And this all eventually gets changed anyway, so if you're watching this to actually build it, ignore that. All that gets, the part of the roof I did there gets changed anyway, so yeah. But I did this because I didn't want to put in another wall and just really, close the space up too much. The fences, give the illusion of being open without actually being open. They take up the same amount of space as a wall. Speaking strictly for the amount of blocks it takes up, but they look a lot nicer and let some light through. The window we're going to add back there eventually. There we go. And when I do this, when I pick out how to do or where to put windows, I do it from how it looks on the inside, not how it looks on the outside. Which is kind of backwards to how some people do it, but it doesn't look that bad, and I think I'm always more focused on the interior stuff than the exterior stuff. Those of you that have watched Farmycraft can certainly attest to that. Okay. We've gone into fast forward again. It's just putting panes of glass in and deciding where we want them here on the upper floor. Now again, some of this gets changed around later as the cabin comes together. Like I said, I only work with a floor plan. I don't actually work with an entire design. So not everything is planned out in advance for these videos. I think it gives them a good sense of spontaneity. Many of these are builds that I've done in previous worlds on my own or in. I will show a few from the server I play on. I built a relatively large village on that server, and I'll show a few of the houses and things I built there. The pub is probably the highlight of that village, but I will certainly show a few of those because those are some of my better builds. But this is just something nice to start out with and get kind of get a feel for the audience, and I just want to play with something new. Just getting ideas and seeing where to go. And since building is, my primary, the thing that I enjoy most in Minecraft, I really couldn't think of a better way to present this to you. But yeah, there's the window being changed and more added. It looks a lot better from the outside that way. It looks less like a cyclops I thought it looked like. We're just putting a couch in here. I do the arms of the couch with signs and just make little designs on them, whatever you like. I can't remember why I decided to bust it off there, but here it goes. Okay, and yeah, we don't linger too long here, but I like to make the inside look nice as well as the outside. And there's going to be a weird jump here in a second. It's because I could not, for the life of me, find a cauldron in this. And it was like 45 seconds of me searching for a cauldron. Sped up at 4 times the normal speed. Or maybe this was 2 times the normal speed. I'm not sure. But I did not want to bore you with that, so there was kind of a weird jump back there. But yeah, this is the basement's obviously going to be your storage area. It had to have a basement because the house is just so small as it is. It was pretty much unavoidable. There we go, and we're going to put our bed. I actually would have put that another block over, but I thought I was going to put the bookshelves there, but it turned out they look like crap. So, yeah, and I skipped another bit there where I was trying to figure out where to put the bookshelves. I didn't end up putting any up in the end. But yeah, And you can change this how you see fit, obviously, but that's that's your personal taste. All right, and if I was thinking ahead, I would have made the basement walls 3 high, and just put the ceiling up one instead of digging out that whole part of the front yard there. But again, like I said, these aren't completely planned out or anything. I started a brand new world, not from any kind of familiar seed or anything. I just started a brand new randomly generated world, and this is what I came up with. Now, if you're not putting your stairs on upside down like that, you're really missing out on some great design opportunities. And I know I didn't do the roof there in the back on the lower section of the house, but I am probably not going to. It's one of those minor details that I can skip. That's not really going to affect anything. Obviously, when you build it, you'll want to do that. So, just letting you know. I know I skipped it. I intentionally skipped it. I just didn't want to do it. There we go. Having some frame rate issues there, and just double placing everything, and yeah, and I'm not used to playing in creative mode, so a lot of the time, I'll left click a door to open it and just end up busting it off its hinges. This is a little light fixture that I like. And it's kind of silly because it's just a stone slab above a torch, but it looks great in the corner, so that's why I put it there. I decided here that we needed something more leading up to the house, and because there is that great beach behind us, and we just want something going down there, and an easier way to get up the hill at the same time. And you'll see that here in just a second. So we got that beach there, and I might do a little mini episode of this where I just build a bridge and show you how that looks, and how to do that. But it's the minor details that make your world yours, and I'm all about that kind of thing. So there, we put our last bit of stairs on the down by the beach, so we've got a smooth way to get back up to the house, and we can go down and look at the beach whenever we want to. Here I wanted to make a path, and I thought I was going to do it differently than I ended up doing it, because I've used sunken paths with slabs a lot in the past, and it looks great. I mean, honestly, it looks wonderful, but I couldn't make it work on this one the way I wanted it to, so this is what we ended up with. You'll see here in a second. After I get done fooling around with the stairs. I was really just trying to figure out a way to make this work and make it look good, and it just wasn't happening, so I just changed the whole thing. And there we go. You can almost see the thought process of my, the thought process right in my head there. There we go. And we just, you settle for gravel. It could have been anything, really, but gravel was just, it makes a cool sound when you step on it. So we got to go with the gravel. But yeah, I might even, if I can convince Raz to let me record on the server, I might even upload a video from there, just showing off my village and the pieces of it, and probably show me doing some work on it. It's pretty cool. It's a whitelisted server, just specifically for building. They run it on hard, but they have protected zones where mobs can't spawn and that kind of thing. And the area I selected was it's tundra, and I was playing Skyrim at the time too, and it just kind of got inspired from that, and it looks pretty good actually. It's a very good looking village. So yeah, I think we'll explore that at some point. That is if I convince Raz, the guy who owns the server, to let me record on there. He's kind of funny about that sometimes. So yeah, we'll see what happens. All right. Here we are adding shutters. You gotta just broke the door off again, accidentally, but yeah, you gotta be careful where you put the shutters, because it can look really really silly if you just put them, on the edge of a house. I actually would have taken those off the big window on the front. But I'm kind of worried about the episode time. I don't want to make these big half hour to an hour episodes of just me building, because I mean, who wants to watch that? I don't want to watch it, for goodness sake. So yeah, I'm kind of worried about episode time. So if I seem to be cutting corners, I am. But it's just because I don't want the episodes to run so insanely over that nobody wants to watch it. There we go. Okay, and what we're left with is a fairly nice cabin. Yeah, like I said, I'm a builder at heart, and here's the texture packs. Just the obligatory texture pack sections of these videos. And I only do two, and I don't do realistic ones because I think they look silly. There's nothing realistic about Minecraft, let's face it. So, yeah, we're just going with the faithful 32 and the OCD texture pack here in a minute. And, they're both fairly popular, and a lot of people use them, so I decided to stick with those two overall. There we go. Now, normally, I just play with the default texture pack because, well, that's what most people play with. We all go through our texture pack phase, and eventually we just settle back on the default. Excuse me. Okay. And yeah, I don't know why I went back to Faithful here, but it's a very nice texture pack. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video at all, go ahead and press the little thumbs up button. Give me a like there. Leave me a comment if there's something more you'd like to see, or if there's something you'd like to see me do different, or if there's a specific build you want me to do. I'll be happy to take requests and do that kind of thing. That's really no problem for me. I do read and respond to all my comments. I like talking about, gaming in general and Minecraft and whatever. So, I'm a fairly chatty guy. And I do, like I said, read and respond to everything. Excuse me. Goodness. I'm going to kick that cough eventually. But, yeah. So there's the cabin. So I suppose I should say thank you for watching. I also want to say thank you to Minecraft on the Block and Paul Soros Jr. and various people who've been, inspirations to me and are the reason I'm doing this and the reason I got into Minecraft.